You guys like 50 grand, right? Well, we're not even asking for money. We're just asking for 50 grand subscribers. Click that button over there. I believe it's somewhere over there. Subscribe. 50,000 by tomorrow. If we hit it, cool. If not, well, still subscribe. All right, enough of that. Porsche hits the ground running, or should I say driving, with the new 3.8-liter 911 Turbo. We got some news on its shakedown testing at the Nurburgring. Also, news leaks on the upcoming Audi A1. Watch out, Mini. And we come up with yet another reason to make fun of the Pontiac Aztek. Ugh. It involves a new Subaru coupe in the internet rumor mill. All that in our motorsports segment Shakedown with the worst person to ride in the back seat with, Leo Parente. What's up, everybody? I'm Derek D. Check it out, Fastlane Daily. It's Thursday. Going to watch Fastlane Daily. Like that song.
Fastlane Daily with Derek D. Always fresh every day.
We start today off with some Nürburgring news, as Porsche is set to launch the new 2010 911 Turbo with the newly developed 3.8-liter flat six. They've got some proof to show that their work has gone a long way. 7 minutes and 39 seconds around the famous Nürburgring circuit. That means the new Turbo has successfully cut 10 seconds off the previous generation 911 Turbo's Nürburgring lap time. 10 seconds. That's a lot of time. The 2010 Turbo with the new 3.8-liter 6 now has 500 horsepower, a 20 horsepower increase over the 3.6-liter engine. The power increase and weight reduction with the new PDK dual clutch transmission has resulted in a 309 horsepower per ton power to weight ratio. Thanks to that new PDK launch control system, the new Turbo can reach 60 miles per hour in a staggering 3.4 seconds, all of which comes in at a price of around only $132,000. Damn, wish I had a launch control system that great. Instead, I'm just a heel-toe hero.
God, Derek, you're such a lie mouth.
You're right, Ian. I am a lie mouth. Anyway, who loves A1? I know I do, especially on a steak. But that's a whole other show, and it's called Hungry Nation. Go to hungrynation.tv to check it out. Little sister show. Plug. Yeah. But what I'm talking about is the Audi A1. Word from Car Magazine UK is that the Audi A1 will come in a few different forms. A hatchback being the first produced, but a cabriolet and estate models would follow soon after. There's even word of potential quattro all-wheel drive models. Audi executives have said they want to create a similar range as the A3. This means engines anywhere from 1.2-liter to 1.8-liter turbos, both diesel and gasoline, or as you UK folks like to say, petrol. The A1 is basically going to be a direct rival of the Mini, and with Mini having more variations than Pam Anderson's boobs, nice. Expect to see coupes, roadsters, and even a Q1 SUV. Don't expect to see the A1 until about 2015, but don't get too excited if you live here in the US. No plans to come here yet. JF, stop crying. No, seriously, stop crying. It's pathetic. Ian, can you console him? He's on the floor. It's terrible. And in the internet rumor mill, it seems that Toyota and Subaru have spawned yet another love child. Looking more peculiar than ever, initial prototypes were spotted testing on the Ring this past week. This means there was more camo and disjointed lines than a southern Pontiac Aztek. Yeah, I said it. Jeez. What a disgrace to the Pontiac brand. I'm sorry. All right, moving on. Subaru has not released a time frame for their new coupe or even given the vehicle the green light, but expect a base Boxer 4, make around 220 horsepower, equipped with rear-wheel drive, and a 300-horse flagship with all-wheel drive. Prices will most likely hover around 25 grand. It's not bad. Right, guys? That's 25 grand, not bad. Next up, JF, get up. Stop. Next up, Leo Parente in this week's installment of Shakedown, our 3-minute motorsports recap. That's obviously coming up right after this. Get up, stop crying. It's gonna come here maybe.
Always fresh every day.
car has been spun around. We knew something was going to happen. It's too slippery to stay on that track, and the Jim Beam racer has to come back on and rejoin.
That was the start of the V8 Supercars Bathurst 1000, the greatest race on the planet, according to the Aussie Shakedown commenters, and thank God they're not biased. By the way, did you hear the engine popping traction control? That's the sound of victory. National pride aside, Bathurst is quite a challenge. 1,000 kilometers, 621 miles, 161 laps, qualifying, a one-lap shootout to set the top 10, and the race itself. Garth Tander and Toll Racing did the deed. Of course, it's the driving that gets 180,000 fans to the track. Check out the action, the in-car views, the footwork to dance these cars through elevation changes, walls, traffic, and this year, slick weather conditions to boot. And remember, these are solid rear axle cars. Okay, maybe this is the best from Australia. Although I did enjoy that Mel Gibson launching himself into the deep end of crazy. Oh yeah, and remember this from the Phillip Island race? Now watch it from a more vulnerable point of view. The IRL finished its season with Dario Franchitti winning the race and the championship because he drove a slower, fuel-saving strategy, made one less pit stop, and never really raced the others, but finished the last 10 laps in P1. So the question I want you to answer is, good racing or modern racing crap? Grand Am finished their season, and this Gainesco Pontiac won the championship. By the way, what's the Pontiac? But to me, the real fun was that Brumos Porsche won the race, right after JC France was out of the car for personal reasons. Every team prepares a checklist for winning. Here's the Brumos list. Number 1, set up the race car. Number 2, call Hurley Haywood, legendary driver. Number 3, confirm the France check has cleared the bank. Number 4, tip off the police. You do what you need to do when a guy like France is holding the team back because he confuses race car with handball and bounces the damn thing off everything he sees. And speaking of questionable drivers, let's turn to the ALMS, where they too finished their season. Now, some of you gave me grief for saying I was far too harsh on driver Scott Sharp. Well, the Patron team agrees with me. How? To win the championship, Patron only needed to complete 70% of the 4-hour race. No win, no podium, just get to 70%. So they refused to put Scott in the car until they got to 71. That's how much they trust Scott. Gilles de Ferran won the race in this Acura, painted to honor Chaparral cars. White never looked so cool. And now you can see all the air inlets and aero, because I guess Acura no longer minds sharing secrets, as this car and Acura will not be back in the ALMS in 2010. And we'll get into all this and Audi in the off-season. If you don't know Chaparral cars and Jim Hall, Google away, because this guy, working skunk works with GM, led the world in composite chassis building, semi-automatic gearboxes, wings, and ground effects. And this was back in the 60s and 70s. Hall brought his 2C and 2E cars to Laguna. Listen to this startup. Brought the 2J that made ground effects with a lawnmower motor vacuuming the air out from under the car, because hearing it is just wild. News was the GT2 race. The last 15 minutes had the faster Corvette chasing down Porsche. The very last laps were close, clean racing. A little bumping, a little blocking, all legal, one-move stuff, center of the track into the corner, but nothing nuts yet. Porsche already had the championship. Corvette GT2 wanted to go out with a win, and Porsche's Jörg Bergmeister remembered his Sebring 2007 loss. So the last lap, last corner, turned into this.
Hits him at the exit, loosens him up. Bergmeister drives him to the wall, down the front straightaway, rubbing into the wall, and he crashes it big.
Oh, they're not going to like that one.
And here's the second question. Was that good racing or bad? As you bang away at your keyboards, here's some more racing action, and I'll see you next week.
A right-hander turn 10, the very fast turn 10, then the heavy braking 411. If Magnussen is going to get the job done, it has to be right now. Too far back.
Unless a dive bomb. Not going to happen.
He's going to try at the exit. Oh, he bumps him, hits him at the exit, loosens him up. Bergmeister drives him to the wall, down the front straightaway, rubbing into the wall, and he crashes in big.
Oh, they're not going to like that one.
Thanks, Leo. Way to shake it down. Shake down, shake it. Okay. Well, that about does it for Fastlane Daily today. I'm Derek D. Remember, Facebook.com/Fastlane Daily, YouTube.com/Fastlane Daily, and Twitter.com/Fastlane. I told you not to come back. Give me this. Take that, you sandbagging son of a bitch. Tweet that. Wow, that's... Tweet that as well. Tweet you got twice. Bitch.